Dominica, the nature island of the Caribbean, known for majestic mountains, endless rivers, and vast expanses of land showcasing every shade of green. Just as beautiful below as it is above, a diver may argue that Dominica is even more beautiful below. The Soufriere Marine Reserve SSMR, which is located in the south of Dominica, bordering the coastal communities of Scotshead, Soufriere, and Point Michel, apart from being regarded by several internationally recognized scuba dive establishments as one of the best scuba dive sites in the world, it's also one of the most productive inshore fishing areas. Currently, the main source of income and livelihood in the area is fishing.
Being in the fishing business for so long, and I never regret the time I went to fishing, because all now so I have what I have is because of fishing, you know, and up to today I still have the desire to fish.
The land in the surrounding communities of the SSMR does not readily lend itself to agricultural activity due to the soil type and topography of the area. The immediate community views the SSMR as serving only two purposes, namely fishing and tourist scuba diving activities.
Soufriere doesn't really have agriculture. Some has caused it for fishing, but not really. But what we have done is a lot of entertainment, and that we can capitalize on if we have the improved yachting sector.
While the SSMR offers opportunities for livelihood development, very few residents take advantage of this, mostly because of their limited view of the resources.
To me, it's like it just helps us to get a broader idea of what we don't know. So we can share it all with different people in the community that just hearing about the marine reef and they don't know nothing about it. So it's like we can have a further knowledge to share with those that don't know about what happened in the sable.
The SSMR is divided into 4 zones. This area is set aside for fishing, mostly used by inshore and net fishers who catch smaller fish, often for bait.
On average, fishers bring in roughly about $1 million annually by the harvest that they do in the area. So it's quite important as a source of food, as a source of livelihood. Right? It is a safe haven for the depleted fish stocks.
This fish sanctuary was determined to be a valuable spawning ground for pelagic and reef fish. Fishing and scuba dives is prohibited in this area.
And consequently, that is important for sustaining the biological diversity for the provision of goods and services from the area.
Well, the marine reserve is good in a sense. In all sense, only thing that it was. It protect the fishes, make them get a chance to hatch little ones, so they can go where they're protecting them to make them little ones, and the little ones can live there and travel all the way around the village, so we can get them to feed the community. It's a good thing.
Well, the fishermen for Point Michel, what we have to do is make a time with the wardens and them to take us on the shore or on the boat, and then they will show us the spots that we reserve, and we will show them what we want for our net fishing. Not for spear fishing, not for fish pot, but for the net fishing in the reserve, which is the first priority for fishermen.
There are several areas set aside for scuba diving. These areas are demarcated by buoys placed for dive boats only. The section of beach known as Tous in Scotshead is set aside as a recreation area for swimming and snorkeling. In Soufriere, there is a bubble beach where the hot springs are right at the water's edge.
It's beautiful, it's no complaints whatsoever. I can see people fish, I can see building of marine reserve. People at the marine reserve building are very, very nice, very outgoing.
The local area management authority Lama was established under statutory rules and orders and is in charge of the marine protected area of the MPA. It comprises various stakeholders including the Dominica Water Sports Association, the Soufriere, Gallion and Point Michel Village Councils and fishing cooperatives with the Fisheries Division and the Coast Guard as ex officio members. The Fisheries Division of the Ministry of Agriculture, with the support of the CATS program, is seeking to place the SSMR under Sustainable Financial Management Arrangement in partnership with the local Area Management Authority, LAMA.
What we're looking at is putting a team together so we can manage the reserve, but it's not just putting a team together. We want everybody to be on board.
Over the past years, LAMA has been faced with many challenges. A weak organizational structure has led to poor and unsustainable financial management, causing dysfunction in the operations of LAMA. Low public profile in community has made it difficult for LAMA to make much progress.
The way the marine reserve is being run, it don't run in a satisfaction that the community benefits nothing from the marine reserve. First, we do have some stakeholders who do some collection and user fees. They collect the money, and the fishermen, they say, are supposed to be fishermen and never supposed to be one. We have never done nothing from the fees they're collecting. So right now, if they are looking to upgrade it, I still here as be taking interest in it.
What I would advise the fishermen to do is to come together, and then we can work together with the council, with LAMA, whatever they might have in plan for us to work together. That would be profitable for us.
Through the development and implementation of a sustainable management plan with the participation of key stakeholders, LAMA is expected to take the lead in the management of the SSMR. Through the CATS program, LAMA has received office and communications equipment, a much-needed refurbishment of the patrol boat, signage for the SSMR, among others. With the continued assistance from CATS, LAMA will be equipped to function effectively as manager of the SSMR. The development of the SSMR not only rests with the LAMA board, but with each resident on the surrounding communities. We all have a role to play.
The residents in the communities around the resource can maximize the benefits of having a marine reserve, and how you can develop ideas, or you can develop businesses and enhance what you are already doing to benefit from the resource, and at the same time maintaining it so people in the community could sustain their livelihood because that resource exists.
Empowering the community residents to explore livelihood diversification opportunities while creating an enabling environment that supports business development are key factors for continuity and longevity.
This is important because later on in life, those that were already working for the marine reserve will retire, so they'll need new people to protect the marine reserve.
Educational institutions are influential. Students spend the bulk of their day at school and are a captive audience.
So I do believe that there should be emphasis on marine science education to influence students to pursue jobs in that.
Inclusion of education programs on specifically the SSMR in the social studies curriculum will aid in the CSP efforts to influence students to pursue careers in the field of marine environment management.
So as a visual performing arts teacher, I have actually used that area, the marine reserve area. We did a project pertaining to what life would be underwater if you live underwater. So they use their own imagination and included parts of the marine life as to how they look at it.
The media is key to disseminating information to a wide cross-section of the populace and building strategic alliances with stakeholders, government agencies and the private sector. They will all play a key role in reaching the public on the current state of marine resource and principal contributing factors and how the nation can get involved in the development process. These concerted efforts will ensure that Dominica's younger and future generation will have the knowledge, sensitivity to cherish, protect and respect the marine environment and utilize the resources in a responsible and non-destructive manner while capitalizing on the opportunity to generate income from the resource. Working together is key.